What is going on, beautiful people? Let's just talk about what dooms spending is. If you have not heard of what doom spending is, I'm going to be sharing that with you today because it sounds like a lot of doom and gloom from what I'm hearing. So, I want to make us all aware because this is April and Financial Literacy Month. We are going to make sure that we are up to date on every single thing that is involving financial literacy for this month and making sure that we know what to do and what not to do. And that includes this whole dooms spending. So, exactly what exactly am I talking about when I say dooms spending? So, per this article here from CNBC, and you can make sure that you can look this up for yourself and watch the video, but it says tariff whiplash triggers surge in fear based shopping across the US. Now, this is news to me because everybody that I've been talking to and just seeing in general comment is just saying that they don't have enough money to take care of the day to day bills and expenses. But we're going to explore where they are getting this money from when they are doing this dooms spending. So, exactly what is dooms spending? It's basically a strategy that people are using to get ahead of economic uncertainty. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, then you know that we are in some uncertain times right now. Uncertain times have been going on for quite a few months, quite a few years. However, people are now acting upon it, especially now with the uncertainty that has happened in the last couple of months. People are out here shopping. They are shopping a lot more for goods, items, things that they think they may need and or use. So, with the tariffs that are on China, Mexico, Canada that are being instituted, prices are anticipated to rise. I don't think that there's any way that we can get around that. We, as the consumers, will be absorbing some of those costs. And I'm not even going to say some of those costs. We will be absorbing those costs. So if you think that you're immune from it, think again. People are concerned, understandably, and they're nervous about what will happen next. So it's kind of prompting them to go ahead and start shopping. Go shopping like, it's nobody's business and basically go crazy with it. Now, that's not to say that the just the consumers that are worried. Major companies are also concerned. It talks about that in this article right here, where it says major companies such as Walmart, Delta, and American Airlines, along with the Federal Reserve and Wall Street, are all signaling uncertainty. The S&P 500 dropped 10% from the record highs in February, suggesting investors' fears over an economic slowdown. All right. So you could be doing dooms shopping, or I call it doomsday shopping at this point in time. You could be doing that by possibly overspending, especially if you are using, and remember I said, where are they getting this money from? Especially if you are using your credit cards to fund the extra spending. Now, if you are already in credit card debt, you are now adding on to the credit card debt in addition to the high interest that is already on that card. What it could do by putting extra spending, and it may just be a way of like comfort and in order to ease your mind and be less stressful. If you are doom shopping and you are out here buying clothes and shoes and purses and all of these things as though you need to look good, no, we shouldn't be doing that. Okay, I do understand if you are out here doom shopping and you are trying to make sure that you are stocking up on items that are necessary and needed. That would be a way in order to do it. But if you are frivolously out here spending and not thinking about the future, you are not doing this correctly. All right, this can also lead to overspending. So you may be buying a bunch of things that you may think that you need, but it's almost like an overcorrection because we're buying excessive items and then you find out that maybe you don't even need those items. All right. So a good way to do this is start saving now. Save now instead of spending what you could have. No frivolous purchases. If you are making the frivolous purchases, then it is doomsday for you because you will ultimately see how this is going to affect your finances. But if you are stocking up on essential things, don't go overboard with stocking up on items. Make it very reasonable and what you know that you can reasonably use. and or maybe contribute to someone else's household to give for them. Because sometimes, let's remember, it's not just our households that we are taking care of. You may have siblings that you are helping out as well as aging parents. So we have to think about that as well. So I do understand and know that, hey, every situation is not the same and that everyone's household and finances are different. So keep that in mind. But we don't want to do doom spending and then we put ourselves in a more financial bind than what we are already in. Guys, let me know what you think about this article right here. Now that I've pretty much explained what doom spending is that you? Are you actually doing doom spending, like overspending on some items, and now it's making you realize, like, hey, I need to pull back some? And especially if you are putting all of these items on credit cards, that's a big no. That's a big no, guys. I understand sometimes things happen and you're like, hey, I need to put it on here for just the time being. But again, if you are going to do it, and I'm not advocating for credit card debt, however, I do understand that sometimes life just happens. Make sure that it is an amount that you can quickly pay off, or that you know this is reasonable enough for me and my household and or someone else that I'm helping to support, in order for us to make a plan in order to pay it off. Again, guys, this is April, Financial Literacy Month, and we are going to be talking about all things regarding financial literacy. So make sure you are tuned in to my channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, so that you can receive all of these updates for not just the month of April, but I do also provide you guys with content for saving, budgeting, mortgage free, as well as side hustle income. All of that will be encompassed in the month of April and beyond. Until I talk to you guys in the next video, bye.